Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video, do a little update on what's been going on in my experience in Tokyo over the past few days since they declared more, I don't want to call it a lockdown because it's such a harsh word. Lockdown sounds like you can't go anywhere, everybody is like shut up and locked in, and it sounds like a prison, and that's definitely far from the case here. People can still go out and do stuff, but there's been a slight change since they announced the more serious. You hear this right here? It's like a karaoke bar. Can hear somebody in there singing right now, so people are still doing things, and it's been a mixed bag. So what I've noticed is that some places have kind of shuttered and just kind of closed down, and some other places have shortened their hours, such as Starbucks. Actually, more than 10 days ago, I noticed that Starbucks had shortened their hours. They were closing at like 7 p.m., so they weren't staying open late. It was slightly annoying to me because I just happened to be with a friend of mine, and I wanted to go into Starbucks because I had an online lesson that I was giving, an English lesson with a student, and I wanted to be able to sit in Starbucks, have a latte, and speak with them, but I wasn't able to, so I had to stand outside and talk on using their Wi-Fi, just standing outside. But right now, it's kind of strange, the temperature. I know this is a little off topic, but it's sprinkling right now, a little bit of rain. It was raining heavier earlier. You can see it's a little wet, right? But anyway, earlier today it was a beautiful bright blue sky, lots of sun, puffy white clouds. The sun was very warm, but the temperature was cool. It was about 16 degrees Celsius. I've forgotten what that is in Fahrenheit. Nobody goes by Fahrenheit over here, so I don't think about it. But so I could go outside in a t-shirt and shorts, which I did. It was very nice. Now it's a little cooler. I wouldn't say it's cold. All I have on is a t-shirt with a jacket over it. So, James, if you're watching, this is, you recognize this jacket? I think you should. I've had it for such a long time. It's been very handy, very useful. I've gotten mileage out of it. But anyway, what I was going to say is I walked over to 7-Eleven. Can you see that? Yeah, 7-Eleven. And I'm going to go in and get a couple of little things, nothing big, but I wanted to get out and go for a walk, and I figured this is a good excuse because I wanted to pick up some peanuts and some other small little snacks like that, and now's a good time because this time there are not a whole lot of people here, so I figured it was good. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So some of the businesses have kind of shuttered for the most part, and some of them have limited their hours. But some of the other ones don't seem to be very, affected at all. And that's the thing that I think is interesting. A couple of days ago, I walked down to a small supermarket to just look around and pick up a few things. And then yesterday, I went to a different supermarket to see what they had, because in a neighborhood like this, there are a lot of small supermarkets and a couple of medium-sized ones. But in order to find a really large supermarket, I have to go a little farther than normal. And to do something like that would probably require me to take the subway, which I'd really rather not do right now. And I only have a couple of masks, and the ones that I do have are not useful for anything. They're for like for when you sleep. You wear it when you sleep, and it has some like aroma stuff in it that's supposed to be good for you. it's not for blocking things going in or out, so it's not useful for that. But anyway, what I saw while I was out is that there were a lot of people doing things just like the karaoke bar. Obviously, there were people in there singing together, and I can't imagine that they're wearing masks while they're doing that, so it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. And then I saw a couple of people, a couple of adults playing with a group of kids, like 7 kids. They were just standing outside, all playing together, and you might think, oh, they're outside though, but they were all like, climbing on the guy, and like, it was like they were kind of wrestling and trying to tackle him, just take him down, and so, there was no social distancing going on there. But that's the thing that I wanted to say, is that it seems, like I said, like a complete mixed bag here, because some people seem to be very serious, like a couple of people that I know. They haven't been coming out for more than a month. They refuse to come out, and they don't want to get sick, and they're really worried about it. And then there are some people I know that are kind of in between. They work a little bit at the office and a little bit from home. They do a little commuting, and they try to stay away from people whenever possible. And then, of course, there are some people that don't seem to be really concerned at all. They're just going and doing what they do, and that's what I find strange. So the last time that I went to the subway station, and I looked on one train, and then I went to, when I went inside, I was pleased to see that people were sitting apart from each other. The only people sitting next to each other were people that were together. The other people that were sitting several seats apart. So whenever I went in to sit down, first of all, the train wasn't that full, and second of all, they were sitting kind of far apart. So it was easy to keep away from them and for them to keep away from me. But then when I went to a busier station and I see the lines of people standing for the train, and then suddenly the train is packed. The next train is just completely packed of people, and I really don't want to get in there. Actually, I don't even like getting into packed trains, even when there isn't some kind of issue going on like there is with the virus. I prefer to just stay away from those situations, and the main reason is because I don't want to get sick. I don't get sick very often, but of course, when you're just piled into a subway train with tons of people, all of the people breathing, even if they're not coughing, they're breathing, and you're really close together. I think it's much more, or it's much easier to get sick in a situation like that, and I would just rather not do it. But anyway, I feel like I've gotten a little fatter because I haven't had the motivation to do any exercise. Haven't been playing baseball. Haven't been going out. Just been at home. So I'm going to try to change that starting this week. Change my routine and get some exercise. Drop some of this extra fat, which is it has no place on my body. It makes me look ridiculous. So I'm going to get rid of it. But anyway, that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna go into the old 7-Eleven here and pick up some peanuts, maybe some cashews and things like that. Some good wholesome snacks. So that's it for now. Maybe this was useful, maybe it was interesting, or maybe not. But whatever. I'll see you guys later. Love you, and holler at me if you get the chance. Bye bye for now.